Been listening to a lot of Van Halen. I've been trying to listen to a lot of old music that I listened to back in the day, and the Van Halen with Sammy Hagar. A lot of the lead guitar is different, not by much. It's still Eddie, so it ain't bad. But I'm recalling different leads. Out on my own, no phone, no electronics. Um, Being without electricity for 3 days here, everything's still pointing at me, and that no matter how I feel about it or what I'm doing about it, I'm the one that needs to figure it out and get out of it. I'm the one that needs to do it. And it's the quantum effect thing where I'm seeing, I'm the observer, and I'm feeling the presence, and I'm getting all of that now. And I don't know if I'm even making any sense at all. But I happened to pass a TV and the Grammys were on. I think somebody said it was the Grammys. I couldn't tell you or care less. But of course, they're singing that song. They're singing a the Gibbs brothers. Anyway, they're singing that song, the one that there was the Mandela effect with, as far as I really need to know or I really mean to learn. So I'm standing there and I'm like, is that the song? Is this the song? And I'm like, okay, let me watch. And then they put the camera on this guy who's singing and they get to that line and he sings, he mouths, I really mean to learn. And I'm thinking, I know one of the Gibb brothers died recently, and I just really thought it was that one. That's the one I thought it was. I couldn't tell you why, Andy Gibb. It's not Andy Gibb, but that could be the one that died. I don't even know. I don't even care. You'd think I'd pay more attention to who's dying and coming back. But the one that was singing it, I really thought he was the one that died, and I'm like, whatever. Um, but the point was, I just happened to be going by the TV at that time. That's right. Uh, but it made me laugh because even live they sing, I really need to know. But yet he's at the Grammys and he's singing, I really mean to learn. He mouthed it, and they got a close up of him, and I think that was my point. I'm like, well, why are they doing that? They're doing it on purpose. I've noticed today specifically Van Halen OU812. The lead guitars, a lot of similar. It's still good, but it's different. I knew Eddie stuff back from the beginning and through everything, the stuff people didn't like and everything. And his leads are different on that album. I haven't really checked out everything else. I've been listening to it, but not hearing it. Or is it hearing it and not listening to it? That's what it is. Um, I've been seeing a lot of different changes in music here and there, a word here, a word there, and I'm like, you know what? I know it. I know that's not the way it was, and I just, what am I supposed to do? That's just it. What am I supposed to do? Whatever it is, I'm in the next step. I'm not chasing Mandela effects anymore, and now I don't get excited when I see one or find one. And, if it's a big one, what am I going to do at this point? Whatever the next step is, I'm there. I'll let you know when I figure out what that is. And of course, then there's the Pink Floyd. The Pink Floyd. I've actually heard them called that before. Just Pink Floyd. The album The Wall specifically. That word break and brick switches for me a lot. The other day, I was elated. The whole entire album said break, and I was just like, wow, I don't have a phone. I can't record this. I can't. And the very next day, I went back to brick, and I was like, what? What's going on? Wait, I did that because I remember imagining, wow, what if I could just make this switch back and forth and just playing around with it? And that happened. In California Dreaming, that changed for me back right in the middle. It's kind of stuck. It's like Bregan. we began to pray. And there were some other things I mentioned before in another video that I've noticed. And I mean, they're more obscure groups, things that, talented people that don't get the publicity. Fiona Apple, Nickel Creek, Chris Till, Chris's albums. All the titles were just jumbled. Some of the licks are different, and it's funny. And even with Fiona Apple and Nickel Creek and what was it? Something I was listening to was just a little. It was the Van Halen I was talking about earlier. All I think it might be is just another take. They did the song 10 times and they just took a different take. They thought that take was a little bit better. That's all I think it is. Whether it was a shift, whatever changed, whatever made them go in that direction and decide that. That's really all I think it was. They just took another take. Where did I hear this? Trust those who seek the truth. Doubt those who say they found it. The Ford symbol has changed again for me. Now the F has a tail or a hook. Almost looks like a J. All right, so I'm saying it's the top of the F. No, it's the bottom of the F that has a hook that looks like a J. And now I'm looking at my old Ford thing and it's different. It is different. I can't say how, but I think it might be the top of the F now that's the one that's got the curly look. I'm not sure what it is, but it changed. For me, I'm sure it wasn't for everybody. Quick observation. Adidas, lids, Folgers. There's a D missing in all of them for me. Adidas was ADD. Lids was LIDDS. And Folgers had a D in it, and all these D's are taken out. So is that a message that it's not the D-Wave computer? That's the only way I can correlate that. And on another note, just yesterday, I'm driving behind a Ford car, and there was a Ford car station to my left driving by, and I'm looking at the F, and I'm like, to me, it changed again. I mean, the F did. The F has a hook on the back. Almost looks like a J. Just noticed that yesterday. Small Mandela effects. I ain't chasing them. I'm just noticing them. This could be a bit of a stretch. I really don't think so because it's something I've been thinking about for a long time and just decided not to say anything because, I don't know, I'm not fear of ridicule, that's for sure. Double stuffed Oreos. They say that, the F came off. Well, I recall it as double stuffed Oreos, STUFFED. That's how I remember it. I mean, and when everybody was saying they took the F off, I thought, I really don't know one way or the other. I mean, yeah, STUF looks strange to me, and I imagine the other F there, and I'm like, I'm not sure one way or the other. That was at first, and then I think about it after a few weeks or whatever. Every once in a while, I'd see it or it'd come up, and it just dawned on me that it was STUFFED. That's how I recall it. Taking that off. What are they taking off? FED, Fed. It's not the government either that's doing this, although I do feel that they are aware of it. Just another theory. I've been wondering, I've been telling a lot of people about the Mandela effect, and I ask them, hey, how many people were in the car when JFK was murdered? And I get some people just tell me, no, you're wrong, there ain't 6. All right, don't look it up. But I've been wondering, should I be telling them? Should I be trying to wake them up? I mean, that's what I feel like I should be doing. I'm entertaining, if nothing else. But I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we got to get that stuff out. The more people that we affect, something's got to give, right? I'm still waking people up, and I'm talking to people when I see them at the bar, and I don't think there was a person at the bar tonight that I didn't say, hey, how many people were in the car when JFK was murdered? I mean, and one person said 6 out of 20. And I told her, you know, you're the only person in over 100 that said 6. She goes, I know, because I know we're living in a computer program. And she said that. I was like, whoa, what? She goes, that's just what I believe. I don't know if it's true. That's just what I've always believed. And she's drunk with her friends, and they're all looking at her like, what, are you kidding me? Um, but she was guessing most of the Mandela effect questions properly, the way they are in this reality. And she just kept looking at me and laughing. And the guy down the end's going, listen, you're not wrong. This is important. And I'm like, yeah, no kidding. As far as what I'm going through now, yeah, I've shifted a couple of times. I've talked with enough people downstairs at the bar where they tell me things that are happening in their life after they get a couple in them. They tell me what's going on in their life and things that have changed. And I scored tonight. And you know, it cracks me up. I can't tell you how many times I said, damn, wish I had a phone, wish I had my video on me. I wish I could make a video for everybody on YouTube so they could see this. Doesn't matter. Yeah, people are taking hold of the Mandela effect. If their mind can handle it, they'll study it later. If not, they'll just get around it. If bigger things happen, maybe I help them in the long run. Who knows? More and more people I'm running into act like they're just part of the program and kind of look at me like, yeah, I am. We're trying to talk to you. I have had a couple pull me aside. I had a guy pull me aside last night and like just fucking come up to me and he's like, listen to me. You can create this. You know where you're at. You know what you're doing. You're right there. Keep it up. And I'm like, trust those who seek the truth. Doubt those who say they found it. I'm actually going to attempt to stay on topic and just focus on one topic, and that is the theory of quantum immortality. In 2006, I spoke with Daniel Brinkley, a famous psychic who died 3 times, twice by being struck by lightning and once by a brain aneurysm, I believe. And he came back with messages, and I met him in New York 2007, spoke with him a couple of times on the phone before and after that meeting. And he told me we were multidimensional beings and we are going to experience living in multiple dimensions. And that's what he was doing right then and there. He said, I'm experiencing it right now. So, I'm like, well, what is that? I don't understand that, and now I get it because I really feel like this is what he was talking about. The thing is, I spoke with him in 2006, maybe early 2007. I guess it was sometime 2007, 2008 that I got an email that he passed. It might even have been a few years later than that. But anyway, I was still living in Atlantic City, New Jersey at the time. So, yeah, it could have been a little later. But I was kind of bummed, I was like, Danny passed. I thought, oh, well, he's home. That's what he wanted. He experienced it. That's what he experienced. He understood all that, and that's what he wanted. That's where he wanted to be. So I thought to myself, with the beliefs I had then and all, yeah, he's home. So I let it go. And in 2015, when I lived in Colorado, I get an email that Daniel Brinkley speaking at Mile High Church. I was like, whoa. And at the time, 2015, okay, it was summer 2015, definitely after the accidental possible impalement I believe I spoke about on a video. If not, I will put a video up on that experience. But it's like when I started to experience all the Mandela effects and all the other experiences that happened to me happened after this accident that I had. But okay, so Danny passed. And for me, Nichelle Nichols passed. And Muhammad Ali passed. And then I had that accident that I'd love to get into. And then I notice Nichelle Nichols passes again. And then I notice she's alive, and Muhammad Ali dies. So I'm thinking, okay, I've always had a curiosity that death could be a catalyst. I don't think it's an answer. And these are just theories, but these people aren't coming back from the dead, but it may look like that to us, okay? Because we're not aware that we're multidimensional beings shifting through timelines. If this is the case, if this theory is correct, they're not coming back from the dead. We're just shifting into a timeline where they're still alive. Circumstances are different, and they survived. I think what I'm going to do is link and unpublish the entire conversation I just had with the camera. It's probably going to be about 15 minutes long. I think you might find it interesting. There's some tough things in there I wasn't sure I wanted to post. So I'll let you look at that. If you like, it'll be posted below. Enjoy. Trust those who seek the truth. Doubt those who say they found it. But I think what I'm saying is they're not coming back from the dead. We're shifting through, and it's a theory. It's total theory. I can't stress that enough, especially what's been going out there online. My new little intro. I think that's going to be my intro because that's the truth. That should be everybody's intro. Even if you did figure it out because of your experience, it's going to take an experience for somebody else. If I have I had experiences. I'm telling you because of what the stars did to me, and they were in past videos that I've said it. They came at me, okay, like that. That's probably pretty accurate. I thought they were going to hit me. You don't know that. I'm sorry. You don't know that. Yeah, I experienced it. I know it happened for me, but you didn't experience that, is I guess what I'm saying. So, it's hard for me to call that some sort of theory. I just know the stars aren't suns with planets revolving around them because of that. Because of that experience. I didn't watch somebody's flat earth video. That didn't do it. It wasn't that. It was my experience. I know there is definitely something to not eating meat because of the experience that I had with the orbs. These things I needed because I'm stubborn when it comes to conspiracies and all that other stuff. I want proof. Well, and then after that, it was the Mandela effects and walking, and what I feel was me walking into another dimension when I walked into the cigar shop and saw the Ford symbol change in October 2015. The big curly Q on top, then the small curly Q. And I'm like, I don't even think that was there. And then it was seeing Jiffy, Skippy, and Peter Pan all on the shelf at the same time, staring at it for a good 5 minutes. Now I don't go food shopping a lot. My kitchen is the local hoagie shop around the corner. And I'm shopping and I'm looking, do I want peanut butter and jelly? And I'm staring. And I just froze. And it could have been 5 minutes, me just staring at the peanut butter thinking, why isn't somebody getting sued? Jiffy, Skippy, why isn't somebody getting sued? Thought about taking a picture. Didn't. And then decided I didn't want peanut butter and jelly this week. So I left. And I really think that could have been a possible shift. It's just a suggestion, something I've thought about that I've never spoken about here. But because of that, I went home and I'm in Mississippi at this point. So I'm deep into the Mandela effect. I don't know how much, I don't know if I was still writing stuff down. The summer was over. This would be December of 15. And I still had experiences when I was in Mississippi. They were just a little bit different. I think, maybe not. If this is all shifting through timelines and dimensions, then they were the same experiences, just different outcomes. And experiences. Talking on the phone with somebody, and proof that I have my proof. See, here we go again. This is my proof. This is, that I know I had this conversation because I watched the movie that they described, and they swear that I never spoke with them. It's not somebody that would have made that up. Just watching movies that I've never seen, and I'm saying the dialogue out loud. Anywhere at all in this video did I say I was going to stay on topic and just talk about the one thing? I think I just did a complete review of all the high points of the videos that actually gave me messages and why they're important to me, because these were experiences for me, so they're not theories. Although, me saying the stars are not suns with planets revolving around them, okay, that's for me, they're not. It's that I experienced that. Could they still be? Could that have been? I don't know. It's not what they are for me, because that's what I experienced. I think I started to explain and teach the difference between having the one true answer and having a theory. I think that's what I was trying to teach here. Or I should say, if you think you have the answer, I thank you for your theory. If you know you got the answer, then you're up to something. Because the day that I get my answer, and when I have the answer, when I come and explain it to you, I'm going to tell you I have my answer. This is my answer. This is what happened to me. This is what's happening, and this is working for me. If you'd like to explore it and check it out, that's great. For you, it's only a theory until you can experience it. Trust those who seek the truth. Doubt those who say they found it. This is a very unexpected video and a very fun one, I think. This is, I don't know. Really? We'll see. The reason I put out the video about knowing and having the answer and having a theory was because of a YouTuber that's out there saying that he has the answer. And he may very well have his answer. I think that's great. He has his experiences, and that's fantastic. But I tried to explain that to him, and he, I said, look, you have theories. Appreciate that you have your answers, but you have theories, and that's all they are. And he took offense and said he's going to delete all of my comments, and he did, and that's fine. It's his channel. He can do what he wants with it. But other people have also spoken about this guy. He keeps saying he has the answer. He does not. He may have the answer. I shouldn't say he does not. He may have the answer. But he has a theory. That's all he has. So what he did was, I guess he thinks he was being cute. He got another YouTube channel, one that he never used before, brand new channel. And I'm not supposed to know it's him. Totally attacking me on a video that I put out on October 8th. So I'm going to read it to you. Last time I did this, talk about funny. Last time I did this, I read through this whole thing. You'll see how long it is, and it's great. I know exactly how I'm going to do it now, but the whole thing was not working. I sat there and talked to myself. So here we go. Let's hope I'm still running. I'm going to read and then answer. I'll be going back and forth. I think it's probably the best way. My first question is, who the fuck told you the earth is flat, and why do you believe them over any other reputable source? I got to go down here right now. No, I'm going to read his whole email and then read my reply. You need to use that Wi-Fi and do a little better research. Why is it not possible to fly off the end of the earth? Another easy debunking is explain being able to look through a telescope and only being able to see round planets. Do you see any flat pieces of mass floating around there? Please, for the love of all that is good, respond to this. I need to hear your rebuttal. I need to know what you think is even possibly happening to fake that. Are telescopes pre-programmed with special pictures like one of those 3D Viewmasters? Oh yeah, here we go. The other simple fact here is that gravity could not work if the planet was flat. We couldn't create the energy needed since we would have no core to the Earth and other natural forces to cause this. Oh yeah, and how come all the water hasn't run off the planet yet? Surely it is not an infinite supply. I'm sorry, sir, but you are actually very deluded, and you truthfully need to get some mental help if you do not realize just how ignorant you are. Your intelligence is quite literally equal to 14th century people who had zero education or knowledge. Zero is what. And this guy has been affected by the Mandela effects, or at least he says he has. Those people who had no comprehension skills or knowledge of real sciences were only people to ever think the world was flat, were the only people to ever think the world was flat, because their perception was that it is flat because they only see flat, not that the world is essentially convex in nature. That the ignorance of space, gravity, common sense, and literally everything in between. Get with the times, realize the truth, and stop being so daft about common knowledge and rudimentary logic. Wow. Here's my reply. I can see that you are very upset that your reality has been shifted and that you have been lied to. It hurts, I know. I see you are uncomfortable, and I will try to help without being as rude and condescending as you were. I will answer your questions in order, as if you deserve a reply. You don't, because you are rude and condescending. The basis of your accusations that I am deluded is based on your beliefs. It is so hard for me not to laugh. You need help. Look up narcissism. You are acting very narcissistic. You may need a psychiatrist. Ignorant. You are so upset because your soul knows I am closer to the truth than you. Your ego must be in such pain. Guess what? I don't have to be right. But you need to look deeper within yourself because you are spitting your issues on others because they don't believe what you believe. Grow up and wake up. Giving you a reply won't matter anyway. You have already made up your mind. This is great. You will do no research to prove the earth is a ball. You will stick with your indoctrinated beliefs. So why question me? I have no intention of proving anything to you. But here it goes. Oh, and I have my own theory about Earth. I feel it's flat and malleable. And this video is a few months old, so my feelings on things might have shifted a bit. Number one, no one told me the Earth is flat. I came to the realization that you cannot prove to me the Earth is flat, nor can you prove to me it is a ball flying through space. You just can't do it unless, of course, you use NASA, which has been proven to many that they are just lies. Please do your own research. We did not go to the moon. If you believe that, then you are sorry, sir, for believing everything you were told without questioning anything. You are sleeping. That is called sheep, farm animal, etc. Why would NASA lie? You don't just stop there. You don't stop at we didn't go to the moon. Why did they lie? Why do they continue to lie? But like I said, this is a waste of your time because you will not do any honest research on something you already know to be true. Why would you? Do something for me. And you know what, buddy? I know you're listening, so do this for me. Prove we live on a ball without using NASA, government, or the military. Prove me wrong. Make me look like the biggest ass ever. Don't quote bullshit. Prove to the entire flat earth community that we live on a ball, and I promise you, you will be the richest man ever. You will be so rich beyond belief. See, I have flat earth friends that are not affected by the Mandela effects. Okay, they're not affected. And some people, do the flat earth and the Mandela effects, whatever. But me personally, I have flat earth friends who are not affected, and they might break my balls, but they're not rude and condescending. They don't attack me. And they do break them, and you know who I'm talking about. I love you, brother. Keep it up. I loved it. No, I'm not talking to you, H. And I am now. You know, we might not agree on everything, but they're not rude. They're because we don't have the same beliefs on things. You know, they would love to answer your questions here. They're so much more qualified to. I have my proof from experience, see, which would just be theories for you. I have experience with the stars. I have experience with other things. But you'd have to watch my videos from the beginning and to understand me and understand what I've been through. But let me get back to my rebuttal. Prove to the entire flat earth community that we live on a ball, and I promise you, you will be a very rich man. Number 2, seriously, a reputable source. You want me to go to a reputable source? Please define reputable. Oh, you must mean NASA. Please refer to the above paragraph. Number 3, there are better qualified people to answer this next question, but I will do my best. I really don't like my answer, but it's not too shabby, I suppose. Well, if you did any research, you would see that the South Pole is on the outside of one of many theoretical flat Earth maps. You know what I meant to say. All of these maps are theorized and hypothesized from many different intelligent people from all over the world, from all over the Earth plane. I am fairly sure that every military in the world will stop you from going beyond the ice wall at the South Pole. That's all I had for that. Number 4, stars and planets are not round, flat pieces of mass. Can I use that, LOL? And so, what if planets are round? What if you look through a telescope and the planet is round? It's not a ball. Round is not a ball. If you look through a real powerful telescope, you will see that the stars and planets are more like light shining behind water. But it doesn't matter. You will always see circles. You won't try to see the truth. It will hurt you too much. Or check out some star videos on YouTube or stay asleep. I mean, you get so much better answers. Your questions aren't too shabby because all the ballers ask those questions. Go on YouTube, do your own research, and you get so much better answers than these. But, I'm pretty happy with some of these. Number 5, what do you see when you look through a telescope? I choose to see stars circling around the multidimensional flat malleable Earth. You probably see lights. No, you would call them stars. Do you know which is moving, you or the lights? Or did you just freely accept the brainwashing your science teachers gave you? I'm guessing that's what it was. I could be wrong, though, because I don't know. You may have experiences which would just be theories to me. To explain to you why I think NASA is lying is a waste of my time. Billions of dollars for a picture was just a bonus. They are hiding something. If you want to know, you should use your Wi-Fi and do your own research. Me telling you will not help you. Go watch my videos from the beginning. I have experiences, yet they are mine. To you, I have only experiences. I said that before. I'm glad I wrote it here for you when you say it. You probably won't watch this. I know you are, H. Don't sweat it, brother. Still love you, man. You're a human being. We're all trying to look for the answer. Down the bottom, it says it. You'll hear it. I ain't mad at you for your beliefs. Why are you pissed off at me for mine? Oh, boy, I just beeped out all kinds of You need to do the work. I can't give you the answer, even if I had it. It would not help you. The Egyptian had a theory that the stars were souls. Yeah, but they were stupid because they lived way back then. They're stupid. I can't believe you, dude. Really? Number 7, gravity is a theory. Look it up. Well, by now, in this timeline, they probably made it a law. So don't bother. My answer for this is you are dense. That's why you are stuck on a malleable flat plane or globe in your reality. Number 8, I already stated that there is an ice wall around the South Pole, probably keeping in the water. But honestly, I don't know. I've never been there. I also hear there may be a dome or a barrier of some sort. That is all speculation, but that could be keeping the water in too, I suppose. Although it could also be an infinite plane. So yeah, There could be an infinite supply. Good call, H. Good job, brother. I'm going to have to send that out there as another one of my theories. And I don't mean to be so angry with you, but I don't understand why you're so angry with me. That's what gets me. You know, you got theories. They're pretty decent now. They used to be good to me. Now they're just they're okay theories. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm crushing your ego. Well, I don't even think I got to that. Okay, although it could be an infinite plane, so yeah, that could good call. Yet these are all theories and not a real answer. Maybe I should just go with faith and I won't fall off. That's what I should have went with theory. I won't fall off, and I'm going to stick to the planet. I'm doing it on faith. All the questions are answered, I think. I would also like to add that because of the Mandela effect, and you know I was going to throw that in there, you may very well be on a ball. Yet I am not. See, I also feel these things are quantum in nature, our nature, and it is nature. You know, I got to thank you, H, because this has given me a whole nother video to put out, another theory that I'm going to have, that this whole Mandela effect is natural, our natural state of being. It's not something I've already known, talking about in other videos, that, you know, we are multidimensional beings experiencing multiple dimensions. You know, and I feel that. That's my theory. I feel that I could say I believe that. Don't be mad at me for my beliefs, man. That's just not right. Okay? I got flat earth friends. People I call friends who are not affected, look at me funny, do not like the Mandela effect. You know, they'll break my stones left and right. No, I'm not going to do a video on that. I like you too much, brother. I'm talking to somebody else, H. I'm not talking to you. And this is the last time I'm talking to you, by the way. This is a waste of my time. I had so many plans tonight. Thanks. Where am I? This is not a waste. This is actually kind of fun. Oh, what else like that? Because of the yeah, okay. It's our nature. We are naturally multidimensional beings. So this Mandela effect is natural for us. We're going to start shifting and changing and creating the life we want and do whatever we want. If you observe yourself on a ball, then a ball you shall be on. And one more thing. I am not mad at you. I don't know. I've said this 3 times already, right? I am not mad at you for believing you live on a ball, so why are you angry with me for believing it is flat? Why do you feel the need to degrade and belittle me because of my beliefs? I choose differently. I am not living on a spinning ball flying through the theory of space. Why does that upset you? Good luck on your journey, and don't worry about what other people think, feel, or believe. You have absolutely no control over that. But you will look great when you are proven right. See, I gave your little ego a little boost there. You like that? I know. I had to juice you up a little, buddy. I know you're steaming, man, and I don't give a rat's ass, okay? Leave me alone and go back to your ball. Bye. So what do you think, guys? I'm about to send that, and I'm giving you this right away. He's going to get this same time I'm putting it up. This was unexpected. Love y'all. Let me know what you think of my reply. I think I was a dick. I really do. I apologize for all the language. It's the first video I ever cursed in that I recall. Of course, in another timeline I may have. Who knows? But I'm going to... oh, wow. This was great. All right, I don't know how long this is. Love yous.